Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Flippin' Bass TV. Today we're going to be talking about 10 summertime bass lures that I absolutely love and that you guys should try. Basically today, I'm not going to be doing brands. I'm not going to be talking about brands. Just the lures themselves, the type of lures, where I would throw them at in the summertime. Okay, so when I first show up to a pond or a lake, I'm going to be throwing the frog. If there's any type of lily pads or any hydrilla or mats or stuff like that, I'm going to be breaking out the popping frog or just a regular frog. The next lure that I would also throw in the morning is a buzzbait. Absolutely love the buzzbait. It's a fast-moving bait. You can cover a lot of water with it, and it's you don't throw it in the weeds like you would the frog, but definitely works good for top water. Throwing it parallel to weeds, throwing it next to cover. I have a lot of good bites on this in the summer mornings. Okay, so as the day gets a little bit later, I'm going to switch up to a spinnerbait, which I put a trailer hook on mine, but this is a larger size spinnerbait. Sometimes I go with a smaller size. It has the willow leaf in Colorado. I like that, or 2 willow leaf blades. But throw this in open water. It's kind of like the buzzbait. It's a moving bait. You cover a lot of water with it. Find out where the fish are, and like to throw that just 8 to 9 o'clock. That works pretty good for me. Next lure I'm going to be throwing, if say there's some grass that spinnerbait will not get through simply because the hooks will get caught on it, I'm going to be throwing this chatterbait with a paddle tail. This is hold on, let me see if I can talk now. This is by Reaction Strike. This is just a little paddle tail swim bait. Bladed jig, or otherwise known as a chatterbait. But I throw this in 3 colors. This color, a white and chartreuse, and a black and blue. So I'm going to be throwing that at the same time I'm throwing that spinnerbait, but just if there's grass, I'll be throwing this over the spinnerbait. Okay, so as the morning progresses, if there's a lot of structure, I'll put this crawl or a creature bait of some type on either a jig and use this as a trailer, or I'll simply throw this as a Texas rig, work it around lay down trees sticking up in the water, working it around the stump. Just simple stuff like structure. That's what I'm going to be fishing, say, as the day progresses and the fish are either holding up against structure or if they're moving deeper out into the structure. Here on out, pretty much all these lures are either going to be finesse when the bite gets tough, or fishing deep when it's hotter and the fish move deeper. Next thing I'm going to throw is this Fluke right here on a weightless hook. If you guys haven't seen my Fluke video, you should go watch it. Link will be down in the description to it. I show you all the stuff you need to know about fishing a Fluke. But I'll be fishing this weightless, and it's kind of like a finesse jig or a finesse style of fishing, because it just gives off so much action, and that's basically what finesse fishing is you're going to try to use a small hook and get the most action out of your lure. Next thing I'm going to be throwing, if there is a lot of structure or docks, is a Shaky Head. Right now I have on the baby brush hog, but I'll be throwing a Shaky Head 3/16 ounce. Let it go down, let it sink down there, and shake it around. I'll make a video about the Shaky Head sometime soon, but that's what I'll be throwing. Okay, so the next lure I'll be using is a very finesse lure. This is just a little piece of it, but it's basically a drop shot. Rig it through the nose, anywhere from 6 inches to 18 inches of leader from the hook to the weight. I'll also do a Dropshot video sometime here soon, and that's just the minnow I like to throw because that tail is just absolutely, like, just has a lot of action. So this lure is a square bill crankbait. This I will not throw around grass because obviously it's going to get hung up, those treble hooks. But throwing this rock lines, rock points, just bouncing it off them rocks, and it's kind of like, this is I think it's 0 to 3 foot, so it's still kind of a shallow running crankbait, but it is very effective on those fish. They'll actually come out of deeper water to get this, and that's I'm gonna be using this around 9 to 10, 10 to 11, right around that range. For my 10th and final lure, I'll be throwing a deeper diving crankbait. This is a mid-range, dives 6 foot deep. That's for noon to 2 o'clock. I'll throw this, and it dives deep to where the fish are. Really, when I'm pond fishing, I don't get too much deeper than 6 foot, 7 foot, but sometimes the fish aren't holding right on the bottom, so this will get down there. Throwing this on my crankbait rod, 12-pound test, that way I know it gets down to 6 foot, and yeah, that works pretty good. Okay, so those are my top 10 summertime lures that I personally use. You can change it up a little bit, try them out, see if you like them, but that's what works for me. That's what I like. Tomorrow's video is probably going to be watercolor to lure color, like what lure color to use in the watercolor, like if it's clear stained or muddy water. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. You're going to have me doing review or showing you guys how to fish all those lures at some point. I couldn't get out on the water today because of rain. I actually had plans to go fishing at a lake, but couldn't get out there because of the rain. So hope you all enjoyed.